Good morning, everybody. This is Stephen Pugh of the Home Bible College. It is February the 24th, and today we're reading in Numbers chapter 19. After describing how the priests are to be purified, the Lord then explains how unclean people are to be purified. And then there follows the sobering passage which describes the sin of Moses and the sin of Aaron. The tribe of Edom on the far southern eastern part of Canaan refuse safe passage for the children of Israel through their territory. And in the end of today's reading, Aaron passes away on the mountain. But first, the Lord provides the ordinance of the cleansing of the unclean. It all centers on the offering of the red heifer. This was a female, a cow, that is without blemish and has never worked. It is killed outside the camp, and the blood is sprinkled 7 times before the Lord. And next, the whole animal is burnt completely. Afterward, the priest washes and puts on a clean clothes. He is unclean until the evening. Another man, a clean man, takes the ash and puts it in a clean place. Then the man washes and is unclean until the evening. The ash of the red heifer is used in water as a means of purification. It was this water that was lacking at the marriage in Cana of Galilee. Then we read that when Miriam died, the people complained to Moses and Aaron for bringing them into the wilderness. There was no water for the cleansing for those who were to bury her, that is, Moses and Aaron. The Lord appeared to Moses and Aaron, saying, "Speak to the rock, and you will have water." Moses was stressed out, and he gathered the people together, and he struck the rock twice, and water came out in abundance. And the Lord spoke to Moses and Aaron and rebuked them from striking the rock, saying that they would not go into the land. This is the place Meribah. Next we see that Moab, the tribe that descended from Lot, refused Israel to pass through the land. The request was friendly and polite, and yet the king of Moab refused rudely and promised war if they came that way. Israel found another way. The children of Israel went by the way of Hor. It is the mountain of in the mountain of Hor. Aaron was stripped of his priestly clothes, and they were given to his son Eleazar. Then Aaron died there on the top of the mountain, and the children of Israel mourned for Aaron 50 days. Some of these passages are really quite not known, not read very much. The offering of the red heifer is really quite unusual amongst the offerings. This enabled the children of Israel to always have a sacrifice ready and prepared at any time. So if a person touched a dead body and defiled himself, he could go to the water upon which there was the ash of the red heifer, and through that means of anointed water he was able to be washed. He was able to be made clean. Now there's a little verse in chapter 20 verse 3. It says the people chode with Moses. Now that little word chode is an old-fashioned English word. It means to quarrel or to contend or to argue. They argued with Moses. They were arguing with Moses because they had no water to drink or to give to the cattle. And Moses lifted up his hand, and with his rod he smote the rock twice, and water came out abundantly. The congregation drank, and their beasts. The Lord spake to Moses and Aaron, because you did not believe me, to sanctify me in the eyes of the children of Israel. Therefore you will not bring this congregation into the land that I have given them. How very sad. Moses had led the children of Israel for 40 years. But after 40 years of the very best that God could give to him, and speaking to God face to face, he was then found to be an unbeliever, and therefore he was denied entrance into the land. The only people that went into the land were people that believed in the Lord. Wow. And so the next thing they come to the border of Edom, and they request passage through the border of their land, and the king refuses, and Edom refused to give Israel passage through the land. There would be a permanent enmity between the Edomites and the children of Israel forever, and there will come a day in which the children of Edom will cease to exist as a nation. And then, of course, we see not only does Miriam dies, and then we see that Aaron dies. And they take Aaron goes to the top of the Mount Hor, and Aaron removes his garments. His garments are taken off him and put upon Eleazar, his son, and Aaron dies there. And that's quite a sad thing. And it says the children of Israel, they mourned for Aaron 30 days. How sad. Well, there we are. There's our passage for today. My little password for today is a little phrase in verse 17. It says, "We will go by the King's highway." There was a road called the King's Highway that came from Egypt all the way through Israel right up into Syria, and they wanted to go that way, but the Edomites refused to let them use the King's Highway. The King's Highway will be used again in the day of the Lord as a way to bring the children of Israel back into the land. Well, there we are. We look forward to speaking to you again tomorrow. Have a great day, and God bless you all. Bye for now.